You're amazing. I love you. Getting started, starting your new DTs, restarting yourself, you know, some people are coming and jumping back in because they're ready finally. When it's your time, it's your time. Or just refocusing. I'm going to be honest. I didn't work my business like I should have, and it's time for no more excuses. So I know Crystal and I talked about stuff that Stephanie and Joel talked about, but I really want to talk about the things that they say that they do with their new DTs, because not only you guys as leaders would be great to get your DTs going strong, but also just getting in your mindset, because like they said, what you're doing, your team is going to do. I don't know why I just clapped. That was an accident. But you've got to be disciplined with it too, okay? You can't motivate them. You can't inspire them. It's got to be disciplined, okay? You can be there for them, right? I mean, obviously, be encouraging and all of that, like actively encourage success, right? But don't like drag them along. You can't make them do it. They're gonna want to do. They're gonna have to want to do it. So one of the first thing that she says she does is don't train them before you sign them. Okay. Same thing with when you have a DT that starts to kind of lag. All right. Don't focus all your energy on them. You need to focus on your business. If you start enthralling yourself trying to pull somebody back up that's not ready to be pulled back up, you're going to sink with them. Speaking from experience, okay? And then your business is not being built, and then what you had built is going to be gone, and then you're going to be grasping at strings, all right? So the big thing is really, like Crystal had mentioned too, being excited, right? Show everybody your excitement. Be contagious with it. Our team page is a huge asset. I will tell you wholeheartedly, after conference, like it was very well known that our team was really well connected and put together, and our success, I believe, is because we work so well together. Whether you're on my team or you're not on my team, we were always encouraging each other. We were always helping each other. We were helping each other's team. Like, that's just the way we do it. That's why our team page is called In It Together. Like, period, no questions asked, right? But make sure that you believe that in your heart, and when you have your new distributors, that they understand, like, this is where it's at, okay? Obviously, we're going to train them to find answers to things. Like, I mean, you guys all know this, okay? It's not like a bank for them just to ask questions and not learn for themselves, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Huge, obviously. Step 2 of our steps to success is big right now for that Christmas cash, okay? But really stressing that with them. Like, that's what all the top leaders do, is they build their steps to success. Crystal and I, on the page that Cammie's doing now, they had a thread of how many times or who's finished their steps to success and how many times they've done it last month, and it was like a huge eye-opener. Okay.
When we launched our 20 free product credit, it seems as if a lot of old timers that weren't new kind of lost their umph in training our new distributors. So if we look at this as a bonus, maybe they're doing a trial to see if we're actually going to push our distributors to get their first 4 loyal customers so they can get $100 cash. I like free products, but I like $100 cash that I can spend on anything way more. So you guys should be pushing this to get distributors, not just for yourselves. But if you get distributors, you're getting them Fast Start qualified, Ruby qualified, and $100 in their pocket. So it's great for us to have $100 plus our fast start. So we're basically getting $200 if we find someone and they get fast started. but it's a great way for us to enroll new distributors. And enrolling distributors now is so powerful because when January and February come, they're going to have a good grasp. Okay, my stupid YouTube thing keeps popping up. They're going to have a really good grasp on how to do this business, so they're not going to get overwhelmed when January and February come, because that's when everything happens.
Actually, when you just said that, Crystal, it kind of hit me. If we really think about it, that $100 that they get when they get their first 4 customers, they also get 2 wrap rewards. They could take 50 of that and get their wraps for free. So they're getting $108 worth of product for free, pretty much the 120 that they had given us before. And those products they can turn around and turn into more cash. The 200 that not like that could be $200 more on top of their $100 sitting in their kit. So having these conversations with your potentials, and I really agree with Crystal. I don't remember who was in when we had the 120, but it is like, it's kind of hard to express to new distributors how important it is, right? And they ran for it because they wanted that free product. Now they get $100 cash, okay? And then another thing that I have found out personally is personal development. I still get caught up making time for myself to sit down and read my books, but I always feel like when I actually do, like I really need to see what part of the book that I'm getting, like that I'm sitting and reading. But those videos that I posted today, everybody that's commented on them has loved them. Barb is like, got her eyes huge. I haven't got to finish them yet. I'm going to finish them tonight after Zoom. They're already up on my phone. But like, even just watching one video a day, guys, and just feeding yourself and giving yourself new ideas. I know my team, we've been really focusing on the party side of things, sample session, whatever you want to call it, and events, just to get out in front of people, right? Like, I love social media and I love doing everything on my Facebook, but like, I've got to go and one of my biggest things is talking to people face to face. So I've got to go and get out of my comfort zone and really hit that. Like, I just got to do it. I know I do. And we've got a lot of things lined up. So when I saw that video about like events and following up and all of that thing, we talked about that the other night. Like, I haven't done many events. Crystal said the other night too, like she hasn't really done them. So again, like her and I are kind of
I'm not complaining.
Huh?
I'm not complaining about that.
No, I know.
I'm just saying.
When you guys ask us questions, we personally don't have the answers to give because we're not experienced in it, right? We're learning as we go, again, with this side of that too. And if and when Crystal decides to go that way, she does amazing on social media.
Free.
You said that the other night. Yeah, go ahead.
I did watch the video. Actually, I watched it twice. It is absolutely amazing. As far as events, she doesn't really say what to do while you're there. She just says make sure you follow up with every single person that writes on a card, whether it's by text, by email, by Facebook, if you can find them on Facebook. Don't stop contacting them until they say no.
Right.
Or leave me alone.
Love that.
If it's 2 years down the road, don't stop contacting them. That was big for me.
And we had mentioned too, not all of you guys were on the other night. We just kind of jumped on for a power hour. One thing that kind of popped in my mind while we're at events is, you know, we say that we have this raffle for free products. If you fill out a card, you get an entry. And I personally am going to try to start, if you fill out this card, you'll get one, but if you also add me on Facebook, you'll get another. When we were in Atlanta, like I can hide behind my phone and talk and just ask them to put their name in on my Facebook and I'm okay. I was telling them the other night, that's how Irene and I connected at Starbucks. She typed in her name, right? And I friend requested her. They could very well walk away and not accept my friend request. That's cool. The waiter at dinner didn't accept my friend request. But I got a blue bottle out of it, so it's okay. But I mean, it's there. And Irene watched me for a little bit and then she joined. Okay. Like they can watch all day long. Right. And then follow up with them here and there. But that's a whole nother way that I can have contact with them. So those videos are huge. Even if you just find some. Jade Hooper, I was in love with her at the beginning. And then I think it was just a lot of her training was just geared towards her team, so it kind of fell off. Ashley Sinclair always makes me laugh. Like, I love her personality. Who else?
Christina Watts is a good one.
Christina. Bob Heelig, he does really good ones. The new guy that we've been following for just not even just our company. So he has other insights to things too. Who else, Crystal? Anybody else have anybody that they like to watch and learn from?
Sarah Rankin.
Oh yes, I love her. I love her mouth. I think that's she speaks to my heart with her language. I think we used to have a thread of like people. I think it's actually in our pin thread. Maybe?
Yeah, but that probably needs to get updated.
Okay, we'll have to look at that. Yeah, I think Lisa's name is on. But not only watching those videos, like follow those people on Facebook. See how they're posting. Because you know what? I'm noticing a lot more now that I'm really focusing on it. Like Christina Watts and all of them, they don't throw up before and afters 3 times a day. I mean, like literally throw up. That's how it really is anymore. Like they, like everybody's been saying, incorporate those lifestyle posts in there. And that's like, I mean, if Stephanie and Christina and all of these people can still pull customers and distributors off social media when their market is so saturated because they have all of these people under them already, like guys, there's no way that we still can't work social media. Okay. I've been really focusing on friend requesting on Facebook. And I mean, like, I don't know the word I'm looking for right now. Like, I'm not just going through and pushing buttons, right? I'm going and looking for people that I could really connect with. And some people have been messaging me like, hey, do I know you? Like, no, not really. I mean, sometimes if we have mutual friends, I'll mention that. But I tell them, like, in the most unstalkerish way, I checked out your page and I saw some of the things that you're interested in, and I thought you and I would connect on things. If they don't want to accept my request and they want to, you know, usually they won't say anything back to me. I haven't had anybody be really nasty. But I'm just upfront with them. Like, I think you're pretty cool. You look pretty legit, you know? Instagram, I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know if I try and then I stop and then I try. It stresses me out on Instagram. But then the hundreds list is big. Crystal has mentioned before, like the hundreds list to a new distributor could be very overwhelming. It's kind of overwhelming to me too, even though when I look at my follow-up list, it's more than 100 people usually. But when your new distributors are starting, or when you want to start to really like legitimately refocus, pick 30 people that really come to mind that either could use some extra money or you know could benefit from our products, and reach out to them, right? Like Stephanie said that she tells them to think of the products to share, like we did the other night with the catalog. Go through your catalog and write 5 names next to each product. I'm sure that can, I mean, I could think of 5 people for each product usually. Greens, you could write down everybody's name in the world. Like everybody could use greens. A lot of people can use Confianza and they really just don't know it yet. Some people I just want to hand them a bottle sometimes. Like, just, I'm going to do you a favor, take this. Personal development, hundreds list. And the video that I was talking about the other night that I can't get because it was like she legitimately recorded her computer off of another group. And I tried to share it. That's the thing I said, can you see this the other day? But the beginning of it, she said, like, you gotta be a professional asker. Like, you cannot be scared to ask people. And I'm not saying like go and blast people like, hey, will you be a loyal customer? I'm saying like have that conversation of, do you have any goals that you want to meet? You know, I messaged 3 girls today, like moms who are busting their butt, working 2 jobs right now, because they're trying to figure out Christmas and whatnot. And I told them, like, legitimately, like, look, I see the way you push for your babies, and I know that you know, want nothing more than to provide for them. Have you ever thought of a way to make extra income while you're still home with them, or while they're sleeping at night and you're on the couch, kind of thing? Like, just having that conversation, though, because I know them, actually 3 of them from high school, and we've been talking about, so we talk about that kind of stuff anyways. We talk about the kids, we talk about things that are going on all the time, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm just messaging them when I don't even talk to them ever. But 2 of them are still talking to me about it. You know, like one of them, she hasn't read my message. But 2 of them were still talking. They haven't said no. Like Barb said, I'm not going to give up until they tell me no. You know, like, and some of them will say, well, maybe not right now. Well, they're still going to go on my list, and I'm still going to check back with them. And I'm still going to keep and make sure that I stay in touch with them on their posts, messaging them, asking them how they are. Are you raising it again, or is it still there? Go ahead.
As far as adding people, Tasha, are you able to talk? Because I actually just saw your post that you just made. I would love for you to share with everyone what you did today and how you were able to add some friends to your Facebook.
Okay, so far today, I've added like 15 or more people, and it's all just through a group of parents. I just asked the question, does anybody's child like to play Minecraft? Because my 9-year-old wants to play Minecraft. I was surprised to see like 20 parents write me back. So now I've added all of them. I've looked, most of them are either just stay-at-home moms or they're self-employed. So I feel like that's awesome. I have a whole brand new networking connection, and my son is going to have like 15 to 20 new friends to play online with that I can trust to safely play together. That's pretty awesome. So that's what I did, and I was surprised by the outcome.
So she simply just, and it wasn't she didn't purposely make this post. She was legitimately asking this question in this unschooling group that we're both on. And both of us pretty much at the same time thought like, dude, look at all those connections you just got. Like and you have that in common. So she friended them because obviously her kid is going to be playing with their kid. And then I said, and once he creates his username, just privately message them, and then you're creating this conversation. So think of things that you guys are interested in. And I promise you, if you search, there is some kind of group. You can even look for your location, groups that are in your area, and you'll have more of a demographic. People are more likely to be open to you because you live in the same county, or, you have whatever it is. So look for local groups of anything that you like. If your kids are in sports, look for that. If you like selling things, there's a million types of selling groups, which those ones are a little bit harder. But hobbies or anything like that, and make a post. Think of something that you need to ask them or whatever, and then start engaging in those comments and creating relationships that way. There are ways that you can expand your network, because I've seen a handful of times I've messaged everyone on my Facebook, which is crazy unless you have like 200 friends, because I have 1,900 friends. There's no way I can message everyone on my Facebook. I mean, there probably is, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spend all day messaging 1,900 people. But there's, I still have 3,100 spaces for new friends, and plus I have the following option. So there's ways you can expand your network. And something, we're in this elite group, and Cammie had asked us, what is something your team struggles with?
and I'm reading these, a lot of the same posts that everyone has is consistency. Okay, so you have double diamonds and above all for the whole company within this group, and the main problem is consistency. Whether it's posting, staying excited, using your product, whatever it has to do with the business, is consistency is the problem. There was a point that I was going to make with that, and I forgot it. What was I going? There was a post I saw specifically for this one. Gosh, I just really forgot what it was. Oh, okay, there it goes. This one girl had just posted that someone will have signed that one distributor that's super excited with them. So they're like, oh, this is my one rock star that's going to make me a millionaire. And then they stop enrolling distributors. They just focus 100% of their time and dedication and their commitment. And they're just like, this is going to be my one rock star who's going to just change my entire world. And then what happens when that person doesn't? Your whole world just fell apart and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. And then they stop. So the point of that is stay consistent. And I knew I had it. Yay, my brain worked. Stay consistent with enrolling and always looking for new people. Because even if you have 1, 2, 3 distributors that are working, something may happen to this distributor, something may happen to this distributor, where they kind of pull back for a little bit. So you want to always be looking for new people to do this business with you, because we all go through seasons in life. Some are going to be, 100% all the time, and other times they're going to be at 20%. We just have to be okay with that, because we can't control what somebody else does, but we can control our business, and we can control how we're reacting to them not doing what it is that we expect them to do. Does that make sense? Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I keep chiming in.
No, not at all. That's actually the big word that's on the bottom of the page of the notes that I was going to talk about is if you're going to base a huge part of your business off social media, you've got to stay consistent, because those ones that are watching and they're waiting for you to quit, or they're waiting to see that you're really going to stick with this, and okay, then I'm gonna message her. So another thing that they mentioned, we've talked about the algorithm like crazy, right? I've been posting on birthday walls and messaging them, and just opening up conversation with those people, because a lot of them I don't really talk to anymore. Like, I'm just reconnecting with them, over their birthday. And when you message people, that's opening up that algorithm for them to see your post and what's going on. And then another thing that they mentioned is going live on your personal page, right? So like things that don't necessarily have to do with the business, just showing them things that you're doing, inviting them into your adventure, like we've said before. Making those posts about what It Works is doing for you. Like, I got to take Jay to breakfast on Saturday for his honor roll because I had a little bit of money on my card from a fast start that I got that I haven't had in forever. Just little things like that. Like, that's what people are going to connect with, not the fact that we're, making a bunch of money. Even the ambassadors don't post about how much money they're making. Like, it's the little things that they're doing that they show consistently they're able to do. And just a tip, I don't know if anybody does use Instagram consistently. They said it, and I know John Eric told us a while ago when we were at Epcot with him, is make sure you go on there and clean off the old stuff. Definitely clean off your business post. Make sure you write down who engaged with you if you need to follow up with them, but make sure that it's fresh on there. I think that's the biggest thing, guys. Have your steps to success in front of you. It's not rocket science. It's still the same. Look at that. So pretty. And just ask if you guys need anything. Ask. All of us are here. Crystal, Kelly, Tanya, Mike, Heather. Like I've seen you all reach out to people. Barb answers questions all the time. Like anytime you need anything, just ask somebody. If you need help talking to somebody, hopefully Joel was right, and now this election is over, and people will start to kind of chill out and go back to their normal spending habits, and hopefully Facebook will clean off. It's kind of annoying not going there, but yeah. Oh, I just want to mention I did a MailChimp account. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that, but another way other than messaging or texting or whatever, I went through and got LC emails from active LCs that aren't really ordering, and I've sent emails about our new packs, and I've had 6. I think today was number 6 or 7 that has emailed me back, and I'm talking back and forth with them about things that are in the packs. So that's opened up, hopefully, some good connections. Go ahead, Crystal.
A suggestion with that, because that's kind of a big topic. Maybe you could do a private Zoom for anyone who wants to learn how to do that, because I don't know anything about that. So I would like to, you could share your screen and kind of go through it with us to show us how to do that. Yeah. Yeah, and like adding the emails and all of that. Like that's something I would like to learn, which I don't know because that's office work that I really don't like doing.
But it's really not hard. So
that's what I'm saying. You should do Zoom because in my mind it's like Common Core math.
I could definitely do that, and it's really cool. Like it made my email look pretty legit. I'll screenshot it and post it for you guys, and that way you guys can post on there if you want to do the Zoom with me. I felt like it was a professional looking email. I felt pretty sweet. Like it had pictures and everything in it. It looked pretty awesome. Better than some of the ones I get from corporate. Just saying. But yeah. Anybody have any questions in our 3 minutes? Everybody's so dark tonight. I'm not letting me see them. Tanya always gets off before I can take a picture. All right, let me take a picture really quick. If you can hear me and you can get on, I would love to. Here you guys are. Cassandra! I'm so excited.
Oh,
Cassandra's packing her house.
I am. Look, I have a box right behind me.
All right. Oh, hi, Chad. Tasha, can I see you? Tessa, are you driving? Tessa's probably driving. Oh, hi, Tasha. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. I gotcha. If you were yawning or picking your nose, I'm not taking another one.
I was trying to pick his nose, but he wouldn't let me.
All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.